How much do you spend on energy bills in your machine shop? And wouldn't you like to save more? Well, here at Highfly CNC, their answer is the Brother Speedio.
Hi, so I'm Ed Wildgoose from, actually I run several businesses. We're known as Mailer Cell as part of our retail organisation, and we also have a machining business called Highfly CNC. Kind of arrived at this situation through a non-conventional process. I actually have a historic business where we make maritime routers, so we're making internet terminals for predominantly adventurers that are doing like walking to the North Pole or crossing oceans. And so the reason that I ended up purchasing the machine was we were manufacturing our routers, so these are some electronics, and we need a chassis to put them in. And I needed a way of manufacturing those, and my previous process was too slow, too complicated. And so I took some quotes from a variety of companies, and I spoke to White House, which inevitably led to purchasing the Brother machine that's behind me. The reason that it was a good fit is that really I spend an awful lot of my time designing or writing software or creating code, and so whilst we do need to do the manufacturing component, I found that I don't need to go and hire specific staff. So I've been able to do the manufacture myself, and the speed of the machine is phenomenal. We can produce a year's worth of our product in just 2 days worth of manufacturing here. So the machine, this has led us to look for alternative uses of the machine, and hence how our machining business has also grown on the side. Literally the machine is so fast it becomes difficult to walk away from it because the job is manufactured. I don't think we have any jobs that take more than about 2 minutes to manufacture. It really is that fast. So it's been a fantastic machine from that. Once I purchased it, other benefits became clear. So I've also discovered that it absolutely sips energy. So around about just over 1 year ago, we purchased some solar panels. So this was just at the point that energy was incredibly expensive in the UK. There was the conflict with Russia and the price of energy had gone through the roof. So first thing we did was change all of the lighting, put LEDs everywhere, purchase these solar panels. What that gives you though is when you purchase your solar panel, they give you an app, and all of a sudden you can see the cost of everything in your business. And so the first thing that I became aware of is my typical design process is I'll walk upstairs, I have an office up there, I'll sit in front of a computer, I'll design something, I'll generally turn the lights off when I walk downstairs, and then I'll come and manufacture it on the machine. And what I'm finding is that if I turn the lights off, we've got about 2 kilowatts of lights upstairs, I walk downstairs, when I turn the machine on, my energy consumption is about the same to less. So the use of the machine is actually consuming less electricity than the lights in my office upstairs. So talking about electricity, it's difficult to describe it. We talk about kilowatts. At current prices today, I pay about 20p per kilowatt. So what does a kilowatt mean? It means that if I'm looking at my usage, if it says that I'm using 1 kilowatt of electricity and I wait 1 hour, then that costs me 20p. Now this machine is typically using around about 2 kilowatts on average when it's completely functioning. So that means it's costing me about 2 times 20p, so 40 pence per hour to run this machine. Now, I don't own some bigger machines, so I don't have a direct comparison, but I think a typical benchmark would be a typical BT40 machine would be somewhere between 10 and maybe up to 30 kilowatts. So that's 10 to 30, 20p's an hour. So it's quite a phenomenal difference in electricity. The consumption of the machine is such that we can actually run everything within the small battery array that we're getting here, so within the solar array that we've got. And really, unless you're machining very, very big tools into a hard material, we're hardly using any electricity at all. Typically on aluminium, we might have a maximum of around 2 kilowatts of electrical consumption. And we've got about 12 kilowatts of solar generation during the summer. So even with the machine running, we typically have excess energy which we're storing in the batteries. And if you wanted to be super frugal, you could even look at techniques, perhaps machining without so much coolant, and that has a direct saving in electricity consumption at the level of this machine. However, many of the critiques of the Brother machine are that it can only machine aluminium and it's not suitable for other purposes. Personally, I've not found the limits of this machine for the work that I'm doing. And I would say to anybody, if it's a part that fits in the size of your hand, if it's something of this kind of size, there is no better machine. Its cost of running, its speed, its accuracy, its performance, the fact that I don't need to stand in front of the machine, that jobs are finished, everything is just excellent. But the machine we've discovered is not just for aluminium. What surprised me is one of the critiques of these lighter weight machines is the suggestion that they're really only for aluminium. Personally, on the jobs that I'm doing, I've not found the limit of the machine. So this is one of the products that we make for sale. So this is a BT40 pull stud tool. This allows you to take a standard socket and interface with the pull stud. And we're manufacturing this out of 17.4 stainless. And this is pre-hard, so we're cutting this at 42 Rockwell. And so that at some points means we're using a 55mm length of cut, and we're cutting 42 Rockwell material with that. And so I think that's really impressive for such a lightweight machine. And certainly I don't deny that there are jobs that will be beyond the capabilities of that. But again, if you're looking for small parts, I haven't found the limits of this machine.
So next time you're looking at saving money, don't overlook an energy efficient machine.